talking about freedom. I'm talking about freedom. I will fight.
Stärkt av framgången med den nya hitlåten Freedom bjuder Paul McCartney in till intervju. Det gör han inte så ofta och det var onekligen pirrigt att gå till mötet med den person som med sin musik präglat min och miljontals andras uppväxt. Freedom skrev han efter terrorattackerna i USA. Han och nya flickvännen Heather såg allt sammans från ett flygplan som just skulle starta från New York.
So we looked out and we could see the trade towers on fire. So the airport was closed and we couldn't leave America. So we stayed there and, you know, we're very much part of it. As the news came in, we're like everyone trying to find out what had happened and all this terrible stuff. And the thing that occurred to me was that they kept saying it's an attack on our freedom, the way we live, because, you know, we take freedom for granted. And Heather suggested to me that it might be a good idea to try and write a song about freedom. And so I did. And that was the inspiration. Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to write a song from the perspective of someone who wants to say, don't mess with my freedom.
Låten sjöng han på den stora välgörenhetsgala som han arrangerade till förmån för alla tappra räddningsarbetare i New York.
At the concert there were a lot of firemen who'd been in the buildings and I was wearing a t-shirt that had been in the Twin Towers. So we were a lot of emotion in it, and as I looked out, you know, it was difficult to sort of sing, you know, so I wouldn't just try to choke back the emotion a bit just to get through the show. But it was great. It was really special, you know, just seeing everyone out there and playing for them. And then the very special thing was the next day, seeing people on the street say, hey, Paul, and people I didn't know, hey, Paul, thanks for what you did for the city. You know, it made me very proud.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand.
1963 var Paul McCartney 21 år. I Want to Hold Your Hand gick direkt upp i topp på listorna som alla singlar The Beatles släppte, och Paul, John, George och Ringo hade inlett sitt sagolika segertåg över världen som egentligen inte tagit slut ännu, trots att gruppen splittrades redan 1970. Deras hitsamling såldes till exempel i 25 miljoner exemplar förra året.
I need a job, so I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer.
1969 träffade Paul den amerikanska fotografen Linda Eastman som skulle bli hans livskamrat i 30 år. De bildade gruppen Wings och fick 3 barn tillsammans. Om deras första möte handlar låten Magic på Paul McCartneys nya album Driving Rain.
Must have been magic. Night that we met.
Magic was about the first night I met Linda. And I used to say to my kids that in this club where I saw her, this club in London called A Bag of Nails, where we used to go, I said to her, if I hadn't have stood up when Linda was leaving and I hadn't said hi, hello, which is something I didn't normally do, you know, I tried to play it cool, but I liked the look of this girl, you know, I said, hey. And if I hadn't have done that, I said, the kids, you know, we wouldn't have got married, you wouldn't have been here. So it was a very important night, a very important moment in my life, you know.
Men för 2,5 år sedan dog Linda i cancer.
We had 30 years, great marriage, beautiful kids, and so it was a very serious shock, you know, and the whole family was very hurt by it, because she was a great mother. And a great mother in a good family is very important, very central role. So that was very, very difficult to come to terms with. And people said to me, so just work, throw yourself into work. But I decided I wouldn't do that. I thought, no, I should just see what I'm feeling and try and let it all out. So I cried a lot that first year. And I think I got a lot of it off my chest, you know, and was able to just grieve a lot. So it was very, very difficult. But I found after a period that I started to feel like I was sort of coming alive again, and that the grief was lifting a bit. And particularly when I thought about Linda, I thought, would she want me to grieve forever? And I thought, no. She was one of those women who didn't like saying goodbyes. You know, some people say goodbye. Well, goodbye. Cheerio, I'll see you next week. Goodbye. She would go, bye. Let's not do longer. So I know she wouldn't have liked the fuss. So I just thought, well, you know, I think she would want me to get on. And I think she would want me to be happy. I know she would want me to be happy. So then I found, after about 16 months, I ran into this other girl, Heather, who I didn't expect to be attracted by, but I was, you know, and I just thought, wow, you know, I'm very lucky to have found love twice, you know.
After Linda, did you ever believe that you should fall in love again?
No. Well, I didn't know. This is what I did. I couldn't, you know, I didn't know. I just thought maybe I won't. Maybe it's impossible. But I just didn't make any decision at all. And I happened to go to an awards ceremony where I was giving a prize and Heather was giving a prize. And I saw her and I just thought, I just had a big attraction. I just thought, wow, you know, she's great. And who knows what that is, you know, I just really liked the look of her. And felt a little bit guilty after being married 30 years. It was like I was going to have an affair for the first time. It was this sort of strange feeling. But then I thought, you know, this is life and it goes on and it's allowed, you know, it's legal.
Are you happy now?
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Nu är de förlovade och Heather Mills har också fått en låt på albumet.
And I will dance to a runnable tune with the queen of my heart.
And then the song Heather was, I got up one morning and I was just jamming on the piano. I was just playing around like this, and Heather was brought up on classical music, and so she said, which one was that? I said, what do you mean? I said, I'm just jamming, you know. She said, oh, I thought that was a Beatles hit. And I said, no, this is nothing. So she said, oh, you've got to record it, you've got to put that down. So a few days later, she said, what do you call in that thing? I said, Heather.
Paul McCartney har fått fin kritik för nya skivan. Den spelades in lika snabbt och enkelt som på Beatles-tiden, då Paul och John kom med sina nya låtar till studion på morgonen och som musikerna sen jobbade fram ihop. Idén till att arbeta så igen fick Paul när han lyssnade på en gammal intervju med sig själv.
I realized that I'd said Monday morning John and I would come in and we'd show George Ringo and George Martin what song we wanted to do. I thought, wow, I'd forgotten that.
Do you miss John Lennon as a composer companion?
Yeah, sure. In every way, you know, I miss him as a friend. I think the world misses him. He was a great guy, you know, he was a great influence on the world. So I miss him as that. We had stopped writing together before he died, so I was already missing that aspect.
It was very creative when you worked together.
It's also easier. Because I write a line, he writes a line, and he says something, and I go, wow, that's a good idea, and you go off each other. It's very good.
Medan John var lite mer opolerad så har ju Paul alltid varit lättsam och artig, och det är han fortfarande.
Well, thank you very much. I think you're looking great.
Thank you very much.
Come on.
Det enda han inte vill prata om är hur det står till med den svårt cancersjuke George Harrison. Det är för känsligt. Paul McCartney har en förmögenhet på 7,7 miljarder kronor. Han skulle inte behöva jobba en enda dag till i sitt liv. Men där har han samma inställning som en annan rik person, Pippi Långstrump, som vill gå i skolan för att få sommarlov.
Why I like work is then you go on holiday. I don't think I'd like to be on holiday all the time. It'd spoil it. Well, I like, you know, finishing a great project and think, yes, you get a very satisfied feeling, you know, wow, we've worked. That was good. I did well. I tried to work. It seems to me to have worked. And now I can go on holiday and do nothing. That's what makes the holidays good. I think if I just was on holiday all the time, I'd want to work to have a holiday.
Nästa år fyller Paul 60 år. Redan som tonåring skrev han låten When I'm 64. Det är inte långt kvar nu.
I kind of trapped myself with that song. But you know what? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. I'm expecting you to send me some wine on my 64th. No, you know, it's good. I just, luckily, I'm not losing my hair. Not yet.
No.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Sissy, that was very, don't you think that was impolite?
Låt.